Hey everyone, I'm back, and yeah, there's been a lot that's gone on in the last month. I'm gonna recap kind of three big points for you guys. First one, I just came out of our campus executive team meetings. We had some really good conversations about how we can best train our local leaders, our campus directors that are all across the country, in how to better train their students so that they can be sharing their faith more consistently with more types of people. Um, that students would teach other students how to share their faith using their testimony or even the Crew's Four Laws booklet or Knowing God Personally booklet. Um, we've also been talking about how can we resource our regional directors in order to launch more campuses around the U.S. to reach that 1,500 campuses number. We had a pretty cool conference of all of our new interns and new staff who came in and they came up and proposed different strategies of how to reach 50 campuses this year before the end of the summer. And there's some pretty cool ideas that came out of that group. So we're excited about the future of the up and coming staff in AIA. Yeah, and then we're at Wilmington. We've actually been having the largest turnouts for our weekly Bible study that we've had since I've been there. So we had 15 students on the second night that we hosted up Bible study, and it was great. We had people from women's basketball and men's basketball and track and swimming. So it was a lot of fun. Go pray. There's some scheduling stuff that's going on. That soccer has practice during that time, and football has some practices during that time, and basketball just started, so there's been a little bit of schedule conflict with that. So we want to make sure that we're still available to all the athletes to get involved and grow in their relationship with God, or just start a relationship with God. Pray specifically for David on the soccer team, that he understands what it means to have a relationship with God. I sat down with him and walked him through the gospel and was asking him, are you someone that has Christ in your life, or are you somebody who does not yet have Christ in your life? And he says, well, I'm kind of in between. Like I'm in the car and I'm driving, but he's my GPS, so I'm kind of listening to him. And he says, but I'm not quite ready yet to let him drive, and me be in the passenger seat. So really, really pray for David that he would want to be someone that fully submits himself uh, to Christ, that he would let him drive. Um, and also for Alex, who's a swimmer on the swim team, and he really is looking almost in the wrong place. He communicates to us that he understands the gospel, but he's missing one more point. He's kind of if you stand in front of God today, and he says, "Why should I let you into heaven?" He says, "Well, because I've done a lot of good things." Um, and it's kind of like, all right, you know, good things are good things are great, but that's not that's not what gets us into heaven. It's our relationship with Christ, and yeah, just pray that he would understand that difference um, in his relationship with Christ as he grows in that. He's faithful in attending and engaging in what we're talking about. So uh, there's hope to still um, to build into him. I'm also beginning to have a lot of good relationships with coaches. So we're going to try and start a coaches Bible study. Pray for me in that would be a time that I can build a relationship with those coaches. But I'm a lot younger and less experienced than those coaches are. That I'd be able to facilitate and lead a Bible study like that well. Um, yeah, and then coming up tomorrow morning, I head out to LA. We have our Grow and Go conference, our first one. There'll be 30 different AIA staff in a hotel just south of LA, and we are going to walk through and equip our staff with better resources to help them launch new campuses. Um, in the western part of the U.S. And we're actually on Tuesday morning. We're going to go out and we're going to go to 8 or 9 different local campuses in the LA area, and go in and talk to coaches and athletes and athletic directors about what it looks like for us to be involved in their athletic department. That just seeing if there's any key athletes that we can begin a ministry with, any leaders that are students that can help us reach the other students that they're peers with. So really pray for that God would have a lot of people of peace, that it would be a time where we can launch more campuses. We have all these staff in one place. It's a great time to take advantage of the resources that we have. And just travel. There's a lot of stuff we're bringing from headquarters to LA to resource the conference. Pray that all the luggage arrives and we can hand out what we need to hand out. Also pray for time. Emily will be there since she's staff on the West Coast, so we'll get to spend a couple of days hanging out together face to face, which would be really great. So hope you guys are all well, and I will see you later this semester.